It's always a bummer that as you get towards the end of a project, all of a sudden little cracks might pop up. You know, this is a bowl that's got 2 cracks that's developed on it, but I've also had that where I'm planting a very gorgeous piece of wood, and then you make one extra pass and all of a sudden a crack in the middle of the board shows up for whatever reason. Well, today, let me show you a way you can deal with that. Right before I did my final finishing, I noticed a couple minor cracks showed up. And this is the interior of that crack. It's a lot more on the outside. So here's one way you can inexpensively turn that crack into a feature. So you can purchase little metal shavings all over the place, and it's kind of nice. This is aluminum. I use aluminum a lot simply because it's fairly inexpensive. You can get a lot for it, but you can use brass. I think they get it from like key machines or even turquoise, but for a minor crack like this, turquoise wouldn't be small enough, and I think when you get a small crack, metal is better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pinch of it, and I'm just going to kind of rub it into the crack. Just get it nice and rubbed in, and then I'm going to put some blue tape on it. And when you do the blue tape, you really want to press it down, really make it stick hard. Then on the top, see how the crack is a lot more on the top? I'll do the same thing, put a little pinch of metal shavings on there, really rub it in, tap it in. Sometimes if you tap on the bowl, the vibration will carry it down into the crack quite a bit. Then you want to drizzle a little bit of CA glue. Don't put too much. Just a drop or two will do just fine. Notice how it just kind of ran down the crack. Okay, that's what we're looking for. That's going to go to the base of that crack, hopefully, and seal it up. And the aluminum just kind of fills shavings in. Give it a few minutes, a good 5 or 10 minutes. If you have some activator, you can spritz it on there, but I don't really like doing that one because sometimes I find it bubbles up and it pushes the metal out. Just not as good, so just give it some time. I know this is supposedly instant, but it takes a while for that glue to dry on the inside of the joint. Then when you peel off the tape, you'll just have a little bit to sand off. Little hand sanding, put some finish on it, and you'll have a nice little accent. Since we're talking about problems we run into with wood, for today's bonus I thought I'd talk about a recent popular woodworking blog post because it includes a really informative video. The post is How Trees Grow, and it takes an excerpt out from Ron Herman's DVD on wood, on what's the title? The Woodworker's Guide to Wood. Anyways, this is a real analytical, educational look at wood, and this little bit excerpt has a lot of information that new woodworkers might not realize or they might not remember from their 3rd grade elementary school. It's really fascinating. This is a subject area that I think a lot of woodworkers, including myself, really lack. So check it out. It's How Wood Grows on the Popular Wood blog. I'll put a link down below.